Hi, I'm Michaela Bedgood, and today we're going to be talking about why the nuclear bomb occurs. So first, let's talk about what a nuclear bomb is. A nuclear bomb is a device that uses a nuclear reaction to create an explosion. Nuclear reactions occur when there is a change in the characteristics of an atomic nucleus when it is overwhelmed with an energetic particle. This can happen during fission, fusion, or radioactive decay. Both radioactive decay and nuclear transmutation are different types of nuclear reactions. We define nuclear transmutation to be the conversion of a nucleus to another. Going back to the different ways that the characteristics of atomic nuclei are changed, the first method was fission. Nuclear fission is defined by the splitting of a large nucleus into smaller nuclei and one or more neutrons. This can happen since the heavy nucleus is less stable than its products, resulting in the release of a large amount of energy. There's only one known location where nuclear fission naturally occurs, and that is in Okla in the Republic of Gabon. Here, the Okla uranium ore deposits were natural nuclear reactors. Another way the characteristics of atomic nuclei are changed is through nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion is the opposite of nuclear fission, since nuclear fusion is the combination of two light nuclei to form one heavier nucleus. Nuclear fusion naturally occurs in the sun and all stars for that matter. Here, the heat and pressure are enough to force light atomic nuclei to combine to create a heavier nucleus. So here I stole this from the textbook just to show the difference in fission and fusion. So fission, we see that there is one heavy nuclei, and then it is splitting and creating two lighter nuclei. And then the opposite here, fusion, we see that we have two lighter nuclei and they're coming together and forming a heavier nuclei there. So that is a comparison of nuclear fission and nuclear fusion. So there are some different nuclear bombs that use different techniques to work. The atomic bomb uses nuclear fission reaction, while the hydrogen bomb, also known as the thermonuclear bomb, uses a nuclear fusion reaction. For both the atomic bomb and the hydrogen bomb, there is a critical mass of 47 kilograms while at normal density. In the atomic bomb, two atoms two atoms are subjected to such intense heat and pressure that they fuse together to form a very unstable isotope that releases energy and neutrons. These neutrons then fuel the nuclear fission reaction. So I printed out also another just showing the explosion of an atomic bomb. So get a good hold on it. So before the explosion in this one, we see that here is the igniter, the blue, and then we have the TNT and the uranium here and down here. So the trigger is pulled and that triggers the explosion. So the trigger goes down into the TNT, which explodes, and then that forms with the uranium, and then that is where fission occurs, and that's where the nuclear bomb explosion happens. So in the hydrogen bomb, there is an uncontrolled self-sustaining chain reaction where the isotopes of hydrogen fuse while under extreme heat to produce helium through nuclear fusion. I also printed off the inside of a explosion of a hydrogen bomb as well. This one's it has like one extra step basically. So here, before the explosion, we see that we have our TNT at the top, and then we have our uranium right below that and another amount of uranium below that. Then at the bottom we have deuterium and tritium, I can't pronounce it, I'm sorry. So then here the detonation first occurs, and that is where the TNT explodes, and then the uranium gets to react to that. And then fission, which We already talked about fission here. So fission then occurs here and then combines with the deuterium and tritium at the bottom, and that is where fusion occurs. So a little bit more about the history. So the first nuclear bomb was created by J. Robert Oppenheimer. It was called the atomic bomb, and it was created while Oppenheimer was working on the Manhattan Project. Oppenheimer has since been known as the father of the atomic bomb. The atomic bomb is extremely powerful and releases enormous amounts of thermal energy and can reach temperatures of millions of degrees. In the atomic bomb, 1 kilogram of uranium-235 can release energy that is equivalent to 17,000 tons of TNT, which is already a very powerful explosive. Personally, I don't believe that we should possess the power that a nuclear bomb holds. Even the inventor, J. Robert Oppenheimer, thought of the quote, "Now I am become death, destroyer of worlds," when he saw the force and the amount of destruction that the first atomic bomb drop. We just need to be careful with the power that we possess with these and just make sure we don't do anything that we regret. But that was how nuclear bombs occur.